Hi, Miss Chrissy here. I wanted to talk to you today about being in the present moment, about being where you are when you're there. And it may be more simple to talk about what it looks like when you're not doing that. So, when you're not being in the present moment and being where you're at, it could look like you just got to work and you can't remember if you stopped at that stop sign. It could be when you're reading a book and realize that you didn't absorb any of the last two pages, so you have to go back and reread them. Or it could be the same thing if you're watching a TV show and you realize you haven't even been watching the last 10 minutes, so you have to rewind it. A worst case scenario, one of them, is that you're in a conversation and you're not really listening because you're planning on what you're going to say back to the person you're having a conversation with. So if you're not really listening, you're not really going to have the best response in a conversation when you're not giving them the opportunity to completely finish their thought and share their ideas, and you have them actually hear everything they're saying. And that's not just bad for them, but that's bad for you too and your relationship with whoever it is that you're not really listening. So we miss out on a lot of things when we're not being in the present moment on many different levels. So what I like to do is I like to do like 10-minute guided meditation sometimes, obviously on YouTube, because everyone knows I love YouTube. And if you just search 10-minute guided meditations, there's so many to choose from. A meditation for anxiety, for joy, for health, for energy, positive attitude, pick one and play it. And then when you get to the point where you realize you're not listening and you went off somewhere else, stop the video and start it over again. And then the next two times that happens again, do it again, start from the beginning. I mean, make sure you have like more than 10 minutes to do this because it's going to happen. But the exercise actually helps you become more aware of how you're not in the moment. And especially when you're listening to a 10-minute or 30-minute, whatever, meditation, the point of it is to, help you get centered and feel calm and more relaxed and in touch, whatever your intentions are all calming, positive ones. Like it's not going to work if you keep getting distracted during your meditation. So that's just a good exercise to practice becoming more aware of it. You can have more enjoyable relationships with everyone when you be in the moment, when you're present in the moment. But you actually, your whole life, every day can be filled with more joy when you become more aware of being in the present moment. Like from the moment you wake up in the morning, maybe you never realize there's beautiful birds singing outside of your window. Or maybe it's raining and you just happen to look off to the left and see a rainbow. Where if you're just driving and be like, it's raining, and you might miss it, How often have we gotten to the point where like the leaves are changing and you're like, when did fall get here? Or spring, when did the flowers bloom? Like you missed it because you weren't paying attention. So be more mindful about being in the moment by enjoying it and just slowing down. We have such routine and habit these days in our society of just hurrying up. You got to get as much done in the day as you can. You got to rush to get here and rush and stop and get your coffee and drop the kids off and pick this up and get to work on time and do the homework and go to the gym and, oh yeah. And maybe talk to your spouse or your mom or whoever. So it's just kind of like a slowing down and and kind of remember who you are and where you are and look around and focus and take it in and just be quiet. Sometimes we just talk too much and we miss a lot because we're always talking instead of observing and listening and looking around. So just try that. Try that for, I don't know, maybe you should only try it for the meditation first, see how far you get. But I dare you to try it for a whole day, just to constantly keep coming back to where you are right now and appreciating that. And speaking of appreciating, I would love if you would, I would appreciate if you would like this video and then also subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos and we can spend more time together. And if you have any comments, that would be great. And I just want to remind you that you are beautiful and you are loved and you are important and you are worth paying attention to, and you are worth slowing down and taking the time to enjoy this moment. So until we meet again, enjoy the ride.